great pleasure to introduce a number of the film stars. Paweł Likovsky's Oscar-winning Ida and Paweł's triple Oscar nominee Cold War, which also won Best Director in Cannes in 2018. Also was production designer on Jonathan's short.
I hope that the film that we've made what it's trying to do is to talk to the capacity, the capacity within each of us for violence, and wherever you're from, and to try and show these people as people and not as monsters was a very important thing to do. We think because the great crime and tragedy is that human beings did this to other human beings, and we obviously it's very convenient for us to try and distance ourselves from them as much as we can, because obviously we think we could never behave this way, and we don't behave this way. But I think we should be less certain in that.
1918 and The Fall, and his feature Under the Skin.
I remember having a conversation with my dad a few years ago when I started saying I was going to tackle this subject, and I remember he said, "What are you doing that for? Let it rot," was his phrase. And what he meant by that, of course, is it's in the past. Let's let it be that in the past. Don't bring it up again. Don't talk about it again. And I have, of course, I've had my own struggles with that very sentiment. But it is, of course, very important that we do keep talking about it and that we do keep showing it, and we try and bring it, try and make it as familiar as we can to ourselves. And what we've tried to do with this film is try and find a way of showing this in a way that people perhaps haven't seen it before, the perspective of it. And I think we all know it's very important to keep talking about this and to keep showing it and to talk about it and try and find a new paradigm for it, so that a new generation can discover this for themselves through film. And you know, we're very much trying to talk to the present tense in this film, which is really that desire has served. Everything has had to serve that desire throughout, that need. Everybody around this table and in the row and who aren't here, all of our great artists and technicians, everything was to serve this idea of present tense, not as a museum piece or something in aspect that happened a long time ago that we can read about and feel safe from or have a safe distance from. It's quite the opposite. It needed to be presented with a degree of urgency and alarm, and yeah, that's what we've tried to do.
Up and in the United States, and with it, Nazism, Holocaust denialism, all that.
I wanted to make the film in Poland. It felt like it had to be made in Poland. It was set in Poland. It happened in Poland. It needed to be shot in Poland. So there was never an option for me to shoot it anywhere else. I mean, it was. We tried to look for a place to set the film in other parts of Poland, and it was I just kept gravitating back towards Auschwitz and the fact that it just felt like we had to tell the story there for so many reasons.